What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Not So Pro Football Talk. We're back at it. It's Tuesday, you guys. We're back on our normal schedule. It's Fantasy Football Tuesdays. I'm so excited. And no, I'm not going to give y'all advice on who to pick up on the waiver wires for week one because I felt like we've done our job throughout all of this past 2 months, and including yesterday, too. We're answering a lot of questions. But if you guys have questions, you guys are more than welcome to ask those today will be kind of like the last day to do some fantasy football drafts for the season, some best ball drafts on Underdog Fantasy. Again, we're not sponsored by Underdog Fantasy, but it is a super fun app that we get to play. That's the most I'll say about that. But guys, y'all excited or what?
Yes, sir. I'm very excited.
Let's do
Cool.
it, baby.
So I'm gonna put this up here on stream already because I'm super excited to get into it. I do want to start off with something a little bit small here. So there's a couple of things I want to do, right? So I want to do a weekly winners because I feel like that's super beneficial. You get a chance to win every single week. And then also down here, you also have what was super fun last year was the battle royales. And if you guys are into Fortnite, this is extremely fun. I love every battle royale game and just having fantasy football battle royale. It is super fun, super challenging. It's basically like a tournament type mode where you get to go and draft against all these other people and get a chance to win. I believe the top 5,000 get paid out. And right now there's only 45,000 who entered. So for me, I think
Good
I like
off.
those chances. I like them a
Yeah,
lot.
that's
Good
one
chances.
out of 1 out of 9 right now.
So not bad. I am going to adjust our screen. It always does this every time we start streaming first. Oh, look at that. Kyrie Condone's first in chat. What's up, Kyrie? Make sure you hit that NSP or hashtag NSP, I should say. So we're going to go ahead and start off with some weekly winners. Are y'all going to be joining me here or y'all just going to be supporting me?
I'm not currently spending a lot of money right now, so I will not. I only have $5 in my account.
Oof.
Well,
Well,
alrighty.
I won't be doing weekly winners, but I'll do the one after that one. I want to see what it is because I've never done it before.
Sounds good. So we're gonna go ahead and enter in this weekly winners. Take my money, please. Please take my money. And we are waiting for three more people. Guys, with the big news about Travis Kelsey probably not playing this first week, what are y'all's thoughts here? Because I think, no, that was in a mock draft. None of us here drafted Travis Kelsey first in the first round, right?
No.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think he's going to drop into the second, in my opinion. Kerry says hashtag NSP. Appreciate it.
Yeah, but I think this injury is gonna set back Kelsey. Like kind of how Reed said, he's gonna drop down to either tight end 2 or tight end 3. I don't know if that's what you're trying to say, Reed, but yeah, that's what I think too.
I was thinking round 2 or 3.
Around. Oh, okay, like if. Okay.
Yeah.
Like for draft purposes.
Yes. I definitely don't think that anybody should be taking in my opinion, as of right now, a tight end for Travis Kelsey. I think that's wild.
Right now, yeah, but I still feel like he has a lot of upside throughout the whole season. I know Vince was saying he probably sees him missing at least 2 weeks over here, but that is a big risk, right? You want to take those risks on fantasy football, especially for drafting for the whole season. And I see that draft is starting. I'm second overall, and we all know I'm going to get myself some Jamar Chase.
Very good, very good. Kyrie would be happy with that. Kyrie says he thinks Travis Kelsey's going to play week 1. He doesn't know why. I think that's a far stretch, a very far stretch from. I mean, at one point they were afraid for his ACL, apparently.
Yeah, they did an
which
MRI.
is very scary.
I saw some like memes going around, like when you're that one player who drafted Jonathan Taylor, Cooper Cup, and Travis Kelsey. Oh my gosh, that must have been horrible.
Yeah.
But oh, geez, disgusting.
I think Sleeper even posted about it. They like highlighted one player out of like the multiple drafts that happened, and he actually did draft him this year. So I feel bad for that guy.
I'm really interested to see how far he falls.
Well, I did a draft earlier today, but it was only like a 6-round draft, and he didn't get picked up. So people are scared for week 1 at least.
Gotcha. Chris says because they're making it seem like it's nothing. I think they're just trying to keep things that they don't fully know confidential. I think that's all it is.
Yeah, from what I heard is that his knee is pretty swollen. So he's got some fluid moving around there just as you would with any knee injury, but that's why they are checking his ligaments out. So ACL is cleared as of now. They're going to do another MRI apparently just to make sure. And I mean, hope for the best for Travis Kelce.
Yes, we do.
It's going to make the Thursday night game really, really good now.
Oh, yeah. Patrick Mahomes is going to be tested.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with all his wide receivers, dealing with some injuries. I was looking at some of these bets, and I saw, I forgot who it was. It wasn't MVS. It was Sky Moore. I saw Sky Moore with like over under 49 receiving yards. So I was like, oh, dude, under easy. And then I was really looking at it. I was like, dang, he doesn't have anyone else out there. He has MVS. He just lost Travis Kelce. So that could be a very real scenario where Sky Moore gets over 50 receiving yards.
Mm-hmm.
And here you see Travis Kelce's drop out of the first round.
Yep.
That's nuts.
All right. Curry asks, what percentage do you think give it that he plays? I'm thinking 30% chance. I'm thinking there's a 5% chance that he plays. There's no reason to rush him in and potentially make his injury worse. If this was like a playoff push, if they were in the playoffs, he's playing 100%. But there's just no point in why risk it, And he goes in the second round, AJ?
Yeah, this is the second round.
Okay. Gotcha.
First pick in the second round. So, which is not a bad pick. Like I said, you still want him for long term. But, what kind of surprises me is the time of injury. I feel like this he may have injured himself prior to today. Because why would they go through any scenario where they could potentially injure some starters right now on a Tuesday, 2 days before the first NFL game? Why would you do that? For me, it doesn't make much sense. So I feel like something's up. I feel like it happened earlier, but news has to break out because as the days get closer, they have to announce, hey, this is who's active, this is who's inactive. And they're going to raise a lot of questions about Travis Kelce. So this could be more serious than we think.
So you, just to confirm, you said it was something prior and then it got re-aggravated?
No, I'm saying it was something prior, kind of keeping it hush. And then as we get closer, it's not looking that it's going that well. So now they have to announce, hey, he, strained his ACL, whatever, just announcing it now that they cannot hide it.
From what I thought I had heard was that he started limping at practice because of some play or whatever, and that's what caused it, and that's what alarmed like the people watching media to go, hey, what's that? So I don't think, in my opinion, that it would be something like that.
Who knows? But I don't know if we put this comment up. Kyrie says, do y'all remember the prediction I made that the Chiefs will not make the AFC Championship in the next 5 years?
Yeah, you're just wrong about that. And that's 5 years.
He says, maybe I was onto something. Jones holding out too. I mean, those are just two players. I mean, they are two of the star players on the team, but the Chiefs definitely do still have a team that can make it to the playoffs. That is a hard division, but I still believe that the Chiefs have a chance, especially if those players come back to play for them. Kelce's definitely going to be back this year. I don't think it's anything too serious. Hold him out 2 weeks. He should be healthy by then. He is getting up there in age, so maybe 3 weeks is the safest, but they don't care about fantasy purposes. They want their star tight end out there. So he's going to be out there. They're going to start to win again. The Chiefs are the Chiefs. We've said it of maybe the past 2 years that the Chiefs weren't going to win a division. They won the division. So I don't see why this year would be any different, but this is definitely lowering their chances of winning the division.
Kurt says they only have 3 star players and 2 of them are not there. Yes, those are the big stars, but they still have a team around them, and they still have one of the better coaches that has coached this game, Andy Reid. They still have him to lead them. So definitely you're going to see a worse Chiefs team, in my opinion, without Travis Kelce and Chris Jones. But they're still a stacked team that is just won a Super Bowl. AJ, let us know. You already picked 4 players, I believe.
I picked 3 players.
3 players. Tell us who you got and why you chose them, if you can.
Sure. Yeah, I kind of messed up a little bit. My first pick was Jamar Chase, the number 2 overall pick. And then my next turnaround comes, I saw Derrick Henry and Josh Jacobs. For some reason, I thought I was the number 1 pick, so I was going to go back to back. So I picked Derrick Henry over Josh Jacobs, which I would have picked Josh Jacobs over Derrick Henry, but I'm not mad at it. And then all that was left, Josh Jacobs went immediately after Henry. I saw Devontae Smith, and I was looking at consistency. It was either going with Devontae Smith or DK Metcalf when it comes to consistency. And I just thought that Smith's going to have a lot of opportunity to go out there and score a lot of points for the Philadelphia Eagles, especially since they said that they want him to have a bigger role this upcoming season.
I like it.
Thank you.
Curry says Andy Reid is the best coach RN. Controversial. He's definitely one of the better coaches that, in my opinion, that's over in history for sure. As far as right now, that's a little hard. There's a lot of young guys. There's a lot of good coaches.
I don't like the way he handles situations. Let's look at this Chris Jones situation, right? He came out and said, "Hey, will he be here? I don't know. I'm focused on the guys who are here right now. It's not really my concern. I really care about the players who are here doing the work with us right now, and we got to move forward no matter what." It was a little more harsh than that. I don't know if I could find it here, but it just shows hey, you don't want to be with us, then fine, don't be with us. I felt like Patrick Mahomes had a better reaction than the head coach here. I'm trying to find exactly what he said.
I know Travis Kelce's was basically, "Hey, please come back." It's gotta suck being a Chiefs fan right now. Just your team being in the news all this week about Chris Jones not playing, and then this happens with Travis Kelce. It's gotta stink.
Let's see. I'm 5 picks away. I still see Najee Harris still out there. Najee Harris is over here dropping in the 4th round. That is awesome. I love that.
It's as soon as they said that Warren was one of the best handcuffs or 3-down handcuffs, just because they think that Warren is going to usurp him this year.
If that was true, we would have seen Warren have a bigger role last year whenever they were exploring different options with running back. I don't know if y'all remember that, but Najee Harris was dealing with an injury all year long. He started off the season with an injury, and then you see the Pittsburgh Steelers kind of stepping Warren into a bigger role, giving him more snaps, and then he lost it because he didn't wow anyone. He kind of lost it last year. Like I said, if that was true, we would have seen a little bit more towards the end of the season last year, but we didn't see that. We saw the Steelers kind of give up on him. So if these guys want to believe that, I'll be more than happy to pick up Najee Harris here. Najee Harris, and I would like to go QB. I see Justin Herbert is still available out of my top picks. I'll probably go Najee Harris and then get myself Herbert if they allow him to fall to me.
I'm surprised Walker is going before Najee.
Yeah. Aaron Jones and Kenneth Walker went right before Najee. And you see players like Brandon Cook. So we see the same trend going on, right? We see the same trend with people getting wide receivers early. And that's okay. We're going to go ahead and benefit off of that and get Najee with the second to last pick in the 4th round. For me, I think that's a freaking steal.
It definitely is.
We have yet to get a QB. This guy right ahead of me, he does have his own QB, so I feel like I'm going to be able to steal Justin Herbert here. His ADP is at 36.3, and we're going to get him in the 5th round. I like this.
Nice. What type of comment is that, Kyrie? I don't even know if he's lying or this is another one of his stories. Should I put it up, guys?
Sure, I'm here on the draft, so I don't see
right.
anything.
All right,
Oh my
Kyrie
God.
says they are having a woman rally where I live, and for some reason they started attacking me, and I was confused until I got home and I saw that I had my Joe Mixon jersey on. He says he swears this happened. I feel like women wouldn't even know what's going on in football.
This guy got his second QB.
Oh, he stole Justin.
You can still get Trevor.
Yeah, I see Trevor Lawrence. I'm gonna have to reach for Trevor over here. But yeah, they took Justin Herbert away from me. These guys, man, that's his second QB. His second QB. He saw my team.
Gatekeeping, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kyrie, do you still support Joe Mixon after everything he did or supposedly did? Parker Bledsoe says, "Would you rather have Mitchie or Bateman?" AJ, what do you think?
It just depends. Are you related to Drew Bledsoe? If you're related to Drew Bledsoe, I'll give you my utmost honest answer. If not, then I'll say go Mechie. I think Mechie has more upside in this scenario. Bateman, if you don't know me, which I'm a big Bateman guy. I love Rashad Bateman, but him dealing through injuries, missing games, switching through quarterbacks, and then now that he has a lot more competition, and I do mean a lot more. Last year you had Devin Duvernay, but now you have OBJ, and then you have what's his name? Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers.
Yeah, you have OBJ and Zay Flowers. Who OBJ? You've seen him in the league, right? You know what he's capable of. Will he do that again? Nah, but I think he'll be a staple point in the offense. Zay Flowers is supposed to be one of the highest rated wide receivers coming off of the draft, and that's definitely going to cause some backlash when it comes to targets for Rashad Bateman. And then we all know Lamar Jackson. No wide receiver likes to play over there for the Baltimore Ravens because Lamar, he likes to take it into his own legs and run it, right? So I think Mechie definitely has the higher upside here. I would probably place my bet that Mechie would have a better season, but here in my heart, I like Rashad Bateman. That's completely biased though. But Mechie, way higher ceiling. Rashad Bateman, slightly above average, higher floor than other players. And that's what I would give you.
Yeah, I think we're talking starting him or like having him go into the flex week 1. If that's what you're asking for, I would say Rashad Bateman, just because I feel like he has more opportunity. He's been with the team. Mechie has basically been with the team, but he didn't play last year just because of what he was fighting through. But if we're talking like long term, he's you're stashing someone so that maybe they have a year where they pop off. I think you get Mechie. And then if we're talking, if you're drafting for what are those leagues called? It's like escaping my
Dynasty?
mind. Dynasty League, yeah. If you're talking Dynasty League, I'd definitely say Mechie.
Rave, you better stop right now, Rave. He's being zapped today.
Dang.
Kyrie says, of course he's innocent. That's his guy talking about Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon is just like me for real. AJ, if Kyrie is just like Joe Mixon, what does that make him?
A thug.
I knew you were gonna say it.
Kyrie, you thugging right now, bro? Huh?
He's thugging.
I'll give you 5 opportunities, man. If you're just like Joe Mixon, I'll give you 5 opportunities to truck me. And if you do, you name your price, bro. I'll give you a Joe Mixon autographed jersey.
You're not gonna get Curry.
I'll give him an advantage too. I got a bump shoulder right now. That's all right.
Yeah. AJ seeks contact.
I do. Give me a helmet. I turn to a different person. I don't need a helmet though.
And he's a dirty player.
I'm not. It was within 5 yards, Reed. Within 5 yards. Of course, they take my players here. Okay.
You need tight end?
I do need a tight end here. I'm probably going to go Dallas Goedert. And then I don't know if I should go ahead and get a wide receiver or a running back next. I feel like there's abundance of running backs here, but I see a lot of talented guys, but I don't want to miss out on some second and third tier wide receivers. Like I like Christian Kirk here, Scary Terry. I feel like they're both in the same scenario. I probably want to go Mike Evans here or Jerry Jeudy. I know Jerry Judy's injured, but he's not going to be a starter. I think I have to go with the higher upside, right? I think I have to go Jerry Jeudy.
Scroll back up. I like McLaurin.
Yeah, but for
I'm big
me,
on McLaurin.
I know, and you're going to see some type of consistency with him, but I don't like the situation that he's in.
For sure, I understand that. I still think he's gonna get his touches and get his points.
My only problem with McLaurin is that he is not a touchdown guy. I know he's going to get his touches for sure. And for PPR, that's awesome. But I think all those other guys like Chris Godwin, if you want to get Mike Evans, even Jared Jeudy, they get more opportunity in the red zone because they are more of a passing team. So
Appreciate you trusting me, AJ.
Hey, you know what? I haven't drafted Scary Terry in any of my leagues. And, this just goes to show, like, everyone here in the chat, I value these guys' opinion just as much as my own, so just as much as anyone else, because these guys, they do their homework, they do their due diligence, and they're going out there to win. So this is a team effort here. I got Scary Terry, man.
All right, but you've been called out in the chat. Kyrie says, I would run him over stop playing with me, little devil smiley face. AJ, what do you have to say?
Help us hit 1,000. Help us hit no, what did I say? A 10,000, right? 10,000, and I'll personally fly everyone out here for beach day. Help us get there. I don't know. Kyrie's full of false promises, man. He said he was going to help us reach 1,000 on TikTok. We're almost there, by the way. I've been grinding my tail end off over here.
I've been noticing.
And we're almost there. We're almost there. We're less than 20 away. So, y'all, if y'all haven't yet, look us up on TikTok on NSP Football Talk. The link is in the description down below, and give us a follow on TikTok. It's going to be awesome if we hit 1,000. It's going to be a little bit of a learning curve, I will admit, but it's going to be a lot of fun if we are able to do that. We're going to do some like AI stuff, AI reactions, right, guys?
Okay.
And live car wash videos.
Live car wash videos.
Remember that? Remember when that was a thing?
It wasn't a live car wash video, but
no, but we'll take it to the next level and we'll do it live.
All right, he's asking your weight now, AJ.
How much you weigh on a good day or on a bad day?
Good day. Give us your good day.
On a
You'll
good
be training
day,
for this.
Okay. Then on a good day, I'll be weighing at 214, 215.
Show them your guns. Jeez.
I am going through a little bit of a stretch today, man. Today was my first day of the boxing class. I was doing some boxing drills, and I was just dripping with sweat. I'm trying to shred right now, and just because like I work out all the time, right? But I'm just not getting to not bad. Listen, dude, I'll tell you one thing. Y'all gonna make me step back to my high school days, man. So in high school, my main position was offensive lineman. I was a center. I was the smallest lineman in our school district, and I graduated first team all district. I was going up against 6-foot mofos and just ginormous dudes, the 300-pound behemoths. I don't care how big you are, how tall you are, how bad you think you are. I'll put your nose to the ground.
He says, I'm 2'4", but I can definitely tell I'm taller than you.
Hey, I've never claimed to be
get
tall.
Low. Get low, bro.
That's another thing too, Kyrie. Lowest man wins. And if you're a football player, you know that. And I'm pretty sure you heard that term before. Lowest man wins. So, hey, I'll love to test it out. Love it. Ooh, Isaiah Pacheco's on here. I love me. Isaiah
Ray says the cut will be crazy.
Talking
about your cut.
Hey, I appreciate that, Rave. Rave's always hyping me up. I like this dude. It's just Zach I don't like. Rave, though, Rave's my guy.
We don't like Zach.
Oh, they took Este
Hey,
Pacheco right
they did.
before me. I see Devon A Chain out here, but you don't see a lot of depth anymore when it comes to running backs. They're going a little bit earlier now. You do have Antonio Gibson. I'm not. And they have
Bijan's there.
Bijan
Bijan
Robinson.
Robinson.
What is going on
What are you
here?
doing here?
Yeah, what?
Every time.
I think I'm gonna go gatekeep a little bit of this tight end here.
Do
I'm
it.
gatekeeping tight end to make sure, but I only got 2 running backs, so I'm a little bit worried.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so that is I'd rather have Brian Robinson than Antonio Gibson. I feel like he has higher upside, but their ADPs are right next to each other.
Yeah.
Oh, we also see. Oh, no, that's Jamal Williams. I was thinking about not Jameson Williams. There's so many Williams out there.
Javonte.
There you go. Williams. So look, there's that guy, Jalen Warren. Not falling for that. Yeah. EO is correct. I am 1 pick away.
Rave wants to give you some advice here. He says Rashad Penny ain't bad.
Rashad Penny's not bad because you know that he could be one of the highest scoring running backs out there in the league, but he gets in his own way. And how will he take advantage of the situation that he's in? Will he take that running back 1 spot, which everyone thought he was, but it just hasn't quite panned out for him yet. I think I am going to go Brian Robinson here. And then I think I would still have time to get Rashad Penny, so I'm not worried about that. What do I want to do? I know I got 19 picks away, but you guys got to prep. You got to prep for this. You see some good backup quarterbacks over here. It's like Kirk Cousins. I definitely want to keep track of. Dak Prescott. I'd rather go Aaron Rodgers over Daniel Jones. Wide receivers. You have Elijah Moore. That's a really good pick out there. And a lot of people don't realize how good of a pick Elijah Moore is.
He's supposed to make waves over there.
Yes, he is. He is. Let's see.
All right. Ray says he's splitting with Swift Faucheux. Talking about Rashad Penny. He says, but if one of them goes down, it's a W for whoever owns who, really. That's very true. Very, very true.
It is. And then you saw years prior to this. You saw last year, 2 years ago, where the Philadelphia Eagles, I mean, they like to screw you up, right? They're going to have that main guy, but then out of nowhere, they're like, hey, I'm just going to throw Boston Scott in there, see what happens. And it's just like, what are you doing? Leave Miles Sanders in there. But they're going to do that from time to time. And then you saw a time where, hey, Miles Sanders is now losing a lot of reps. And then you saw him slowly come back. So you're going to see a lot of, I don't want to say inconsistency, but variables when it comes to the running back position out there in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I think they take the fresh running back method. So they see someone's average per run start going down just a little bit. They're like, oh, we need some fresh legs, and they put the next guy in. Because if I'm being honest, I think DeAndre Swift and Rashad Penny have equal amount of talent. Kenneth Gainwell doesn't have as much talent as them, but he's a decent runner when he's fresh. Boston Scott's the same. With that O-line that they have, I just think you can put anyone there and they can play good. So, but the only thing I will say as a Seahawks fan with Rashad Penny is hopefully he doesn't get injured. That's the only thing. So if I were to pick one of the two, I would go DeAndre Swift, even though he's injury prone as well. I just think he has a better chance of staying healthy as well as leading that backfield in rushing and pass catching.
Curry says Penny is an elite runner of the football. I mean,
Is,
Vincent would know that was used to be his guy.
He is, man. He is great. It's just he has to be on the field.
AJ, yeah. Did you fear Penny?
Oh yeah, that dude's a stud. I hated that he was with the Seattle Seahawks, but we really never got to see a real season out of Rashad Penny. He's always getting injured, and so there's a lot of scenarios, a lot of seasons where, as a Niners fan, we didn't have to go up against him because he was unhealthy. But looking at him, looking at the tape, I mean, he is, for fantasy football, if he has a starting chance and he could stay healthy, he could end up being a running back 1 in fantasy football overall.
League winner.
Yeah, complete league winner for your team. A lot of upside, but now he's older and now he's suffered through so many injuries. We don't know, and are we willing to take that risk on him while he has a young guy who has a lot of potential to, to be more in that team, which is Swift. Ooh, man, we got some good players out here. We're up next, you guys, and I don't know if I want to go quarterback here or get Adam Thielen, Romeo Dobbs, Tyler Boyd, Zay Jones, Juju. It's kind of up in the air here because Devon A-Chain should be available later on. I think I want to go with. I want to get Dak.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Oh, yeah, go quick. There you go.
Yeah, I want to get my quarterbacks here. And now looking at my running backs, got Derrick Henry, Najee Harris, Brian Robinson, wide receivers, Jamar Chase, Devontae Smith, Terry McLaurin. I feel like I'm suffering more in the running back position, but there's not a lot of running backs I like. You got Jerick McKinnon, who, could surprise you a few weeks. And really that's the only two people I like, Jerick McKinnon and Devon A-Chain. When you go back over here to wide receivers, you got Romeo Dobbs who has upside. You got Juju Smith-Schuster who has upside. Even Adam Lazard, Adam Thielen. I'm going to have to take one of these guys.
Dobbs is dealing with an injury. He's going to be out for the first few weeks.
Okay, then we'll probably go Juju Smith-Schuster here.
Yeah.
You have to go with the number one in that position in any team, right? And that is Juju Smith-Schuster. Even though I don't like the team so much and I don't like Mac Jones and what he's doing over there, I do feel like Bill Belichick's like doing all this to help boost his confidence. And he's probably like, hey, if you want to find success, you got to give it to your playmakers. You got to give it to them fast. And right now, our biggest playmaker is Juju. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what you got. You got to work with it. Get the ball in his hands, get it out quick, and let's roll with it. We gave you Ramondre Stevenson in the backfield. We even threw in Ezekiel Elliott in the backfield. Ezekiel Elliott will block for you very well. Ramondre Stevenson, he's your gateway guy, right? If you're in trouble, hey, throw it to the gateway guy. I feel like that's what they're going to be doing. Real quick, nothing too fancy, nothing too special. Don't allow Mac Jones to try to win games. Let the team win the game.
Very well said, AJ. Real quick on Romeo Dobbs, I would be a little bit worried of him just because he's dealing with the calf strain. He's probably going to he's definitely going to miss week 1, probably week 2, 3. But I think he's going to have in my opinion, he's going to overperform his ADP currently. Kyrie says, talking about Rashad Penny, no, AJ, he doesn't catch the ball. Did you say anything about that, AJ?
No, we're saying that he is a league winner.
Okay.
So, and I know we said it in the past before, like, hey, if you want to be a league winner, you want to be an elite running back, you got to learn how to be able to catch that ball. But Rashad Penny was just a different animal, right? He wasn't a Josh Jacobs. He wasn't a Nick Chubb. I know those guys, typically just run the ball, but they're powerhouse running backs. Rashad Penny, he was a swifty guy. He was a guy to be able to get to the outside, make the lines. And if you don't know what that is, that means getting the outside, setting the boundaries of where he can go. And he was able to get and find those gaps. And that's what made Rashad Penny very special. And you don't see those type of players anymore. And that's why I'm very excited about Devon A-Chain, though his height is not all that great, but he is that type of player who's able to find the gaps and shoot it through, being such a small body, but it's such a speedster. And that's what I meant. I know it's tough to be a top tier guy without being able to catch the ball, but he's not incapable of doing it.
All right. Curtis says top 15 to 10 Fs, not number 1.
Unfortunately, unfortunately, we won't be able to know, right? I mean, I feel like personally, I feel like he's past his prime. And last year, he was very high on my list, very, very high on my list, and high on a lot of these professional analysts as well, because I do watch other YouTubers. I get inspired. I don't agree with a lot of their stuff, but I do agree with some of the stuff. But they all said the same thing. You want to draft Rashad Penny, but you got to be ready to not ever see him on the field, because he could be the best running back on your team, but then again, he could be the biggest bust on your team. And last year, he was a big bust. That's why we talk very highly about Kenneth Walker.
All right. Ray says, totally forgot he was a first-round pick in 2018. I did not know that he was a first-round pick.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
He didn't play the first 2 years, but his third year he was finally healthy, and we got the first glimpse of him.
A-Chain's gone.
2020.
Oh, I'm so sad.
Ooh, they took him.
Dang.
Yeah, that's bad. That's real bad.
Ray says, I don't like anyone on the Chiefs beside Mahomes and Kelsey, and I even wouldn't draft those two high. All right, and then the Lions are 6-point underdogs. Is that after the Kelsey change, Kyrie? I haven't checked the spread yet. But
No,
I definitely that's not that's before the change. The Travis
before
Kelce?
the change, it was 6.5.
Okay, I would imagine it has to be like 4 or 5 now, or 3.
And they took out at the end. Dang it, man!
I can check.
I'm suffering here, guys. I am definitely suffering here.
It's that pick that you're at.
Um,
Got so much in between each.
I got
Deion
Deion Jackson here.
that could be good.
I
How
think
about
it'd
you
be
get
really
that?
good.
How about you get the Oompa Loompa?
Deuce Vaughn.
Yeah.
Oh man, Reed, you are so rude.
Why did you get him?
Deion Jackson?
Height?
What?
He's like 4'11", man.
I got Deion Jackson
Yeah, I know, but why didn't you get Deuce Vaughn?
because Deion Jackson is a starter, and
I
a lot
know.
of people might be talking this trash. And I knew where you were getting with this, but I also want to say this out loud too. But people also forget what he did whenever Jonathan Taylor was out last year. You know, it
Mhm.
took him a little while to get to it. But Zach Moss, he's not playing. He's injured, so he's not playing. You got Jonathan Taylor not playing. Who else are you going to rely on? You're going to have to rely on the other guy that has some experience in that offense, and he's going to help out that young quarterback. Give me Deion Jackson all day.
All right, now what are you thinking?
I like Jonathan Mingo here.
MVS? No?
Yeah, MV. Oh,
Now that Kelsey maybe hurt multiple weeks.
I know, but this is a whole season.
That's true.
So I think I'm going to have to go with Jonathan Mingo. He is one of my most drafted players on fantasy football just because of how much upside he has. Kyrie says start him, AJ. I would start him, but this is a best ball league, so it automatically takes the best score from these guys and throws them in there. And if you're talking about the regular league, I'm thinking about it. It's in between him and Khalil Herbert. I'm really considering replacing him with Deion Jackson, but they're both on the same tier as me. It's not like a green light, but it's also not a red light. You have a yellow light there, kind of like hesitant, being like, hey, this is what could happen, but this is what could also happen. But I feel like I feel like Khalil Herbert will have a lot more opportunity to see the end zone rather than a Colts offense.
All right. Kyrie says, they went from 9 points to 6. You guys are probably using different sports books, maybe. But yeah, I definitely would imagine there was a big change there. Kyrie says, I would love to see you do it, bro. Gonna get you 4 points. I don't know. I don't believe that.
I would love to take the over on that bet.
Yeah,
I 100% believe he'll take over 4 points for fantasy football.
4 is pretty low.
That is very low.
Who is he talking about?
He's talking about Deion Jackson, the starting running back from the Indianapolis Colts.
Did you not see him play last year before?
It's okay, man. It's a whole bunch of haters, and
I don't remember seeing him play, but I remember the fantasy points he was getting.
Oh yeah,
I would take the over on the 4 points for sure.
I mean, it was kind of like last year, right? Now he's going back on his way.
You're backtracking.
No,
he's backtracking.
It's okay. But what was I going to say? It's kind of like the situation last year with Kenyon Drake, right? Do y'all remember Kenyon Drake?
Yes.
Great running back, Miami. He got traded to the Baltimore Ravens. Why did he get traded to the Baltimore Ravens? Because J.K. Dobbins was down with an injury and Gus Edwards was down with an injury. So two of the starting running backs went down with an injury with a team that, kind of likes to use their quarterback as a running back. They put Kenyon Drake. Who said pick him up in the waiver wire? We did. And who popped off those 2 weeks that those guys were both injured? Kenyon Drake. It's all right, Kyrie. It's all love over here. It's all love over here. Not really, though.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, I see what you say in the chat. I see it all. I'm in no trade talks with anyone right now. I think y'all ruined my opportunity to trade with anyone in the league. So
I was surprised to see Kyrie wanted Jonathan Taylor so bad on those waivers.
for what league?
I don't know, but he got him in one of the leagues.
Yeah, one of the NSP leagues. I think it was
Someone drop him.
Nick
yeah,
dropped him.
it was who was it? Israel. Wasn't it Israel who dropped Jonathan Taylor? No, he dropped Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, he dropped Alvin. I got Alvin, but and I think in that same league, Nick dropped Jonathan Taylor. And he
That's
picked him
wild. That's
So.
wild. He has draft. He has trade. What trade value? At least get something in return. That's wild.
Yes, sir.
Carrie's just laughing over there.
Okay, I feel like I have to get another tight end or QB. I like Tyler Conklin a little bit. I'm gonna have to go QB here. Should I get another tight end or get another running back here? I feel like I'm pretty low on running backs.
Rave has a quick question. You guys down to give me a draft rating on my money league? I would say we would 100% be down. Send us probably in the Discord, and we'll take a look at it right now. If you're cool with us doing it live, we can do it live.
Yeah, we could put it on the screen. Put you on blast.
You gotta be brave for that one. Kyrie says Vince wanted him, but I was lower on the waiver.
Yes, sir. I have him in 2 out of my 4 leagues so far. So I was trying to make it a third, just because obviously he's good trade capital, and obviously he has the opportunity to come back and play. So always got to stash him. There it is. Did he send it?
Yeah, he sent it in the Discord. So as soon as this draft ends, we'll probably look at that.
You can set it up right now. I mean, we're at the very end already.
All right. How do you do that?
I'm surprised nobody's picked up Michael Mayer at tight end.
You think he's gonna amount too much? I mean, yeah, because Jimmy really liked the tight end position over there, right? He favored Kittle a lot.
I just think he has a lot of upside. Even if it wasn't Jimmy G passing to him, he's going to be open because he's a faster tight end than usual, and he has the ability to block. That's why he's a starter. So I don't know. That's just me though.
We could definitely give him a try. We got one more spot over here for tight end, so I'm going to go ahead and put him. I like Tyler Conklin, but now I'm interested to see what Michael could do. So go back to.
He could probably be your last pick, honestly. I don't think anybody's going to pick him up.
Yeah. Kind of like who was I got? Musgrave, right, Reed?
Oh, Luke Musgrave getting drafted 4 or 5 rounds higher than he should be.
That was insane.
That was wild.
Yeah. He came up to me, he's like, I didn't even look at your screen, and I was like, okay.
Dude, there's no reason to draft him that high, though. No reason. Kyrie says he likes all his teams for real. Ray says only talking about the team we're about to look at real quick. He says only bitching Olave because I have this thing. I can't root against my own team. Ray, what are you doing? Are you trying to sabotage your own self? You gotta
have to root for him.
The better player, man. It doesn't matter if Olave's about to torch the whole title. Okay. It doesn't matter, man. You gotta start him.
You got to, bro.
If I had
just close your eyes while you do it. Close your eyes.
If I had Justin Fields, which I do have Justin Fields as my quarterback sometimes, or in some of my leagues, I'm playing him against the Packers defense because I know our defense and how they react to running quarterbacks. Even though we've completely changed defenses over the years, we suck at it. It's who we are as the Packers. So I'm going to do the smart thing, and I know what's going to happen. Brave says he won't torch them. Trust me, he won't torch them, but he's gonna put up points. Okay, you gotta admit that. I don't know if your defense is locked down like that. I don't know if you got a guy like that. AJ, do you support what he's doing here? He can't root against his own team, so he's benching players.
I learned that mistake a long time ago, Rave. It's hard. Being a Niners fan, it wasn't
You're on
always
the
all
clock.
sunshine or rainbows, and these guys could attest to that. But sometimes you do have to take the better bet, because on the other end of it, you're going to have this guy talking the most trash to you.
We got him.
What happened?
He says he'll put him in.
Yeah, it sucks. I know. And whenever you're watching the game, I'll tell you a little story time here. It was the Niners had to win this game in order to go to the playoffs. And it was the Niners against the New York Giants. And I had to play the tight end because I was the only tight end at the time. And I forgot who the tight end was. And basically, the tight end made the game-winning touchdown at the very end of the game. And Reed comes up to me and says, "Well, at least you have him for your fantasy." Oh my gosh! I couldn't believe the amount of hate I had for Reed right then and there.
You kicked me out of your house right then and there, right?
I did. I told Reed that he had to leave, and he left. It was like
you won
that.
your fantasy game, though.
I won my fantasy game. I made it to the playoffs, and that was so long ago. I think that was like the first time I made it to the playoffs, and I was excited, but the Niners just got knocked off, to go to the playoffs, and it was bittersweet, but you got to prep yourself for those moments.
For sure. He says instead of London, we'll look at your whole team. We'll let you know if you should bench Olave. All right, we'll look at your team in a second here.
You say it's only for one game, but there's going to be plenty of games where you're going to be in that scenario. Plenty of games.
Yeah.
Like I hated drafting DK Metcalf for Tyler Lockett. Hated it because we had to face them 2 times. Or Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson used to be a very high draft pick for me as in the QB position. Hated it.
Gosh. I remember the time you took him, and I was like, "Oh, you got Russell Wilson."
Yeah, it was bittersweet. He helped me out a lot. He did great, but torched the Niners 2 games a year. Anyways.
Or says it's all good. Only has to suffer for 1 game. You gotta put your pride aside, man. Say, hey.
Football still gonna football.
We could go ahead and check out his. Yeah, I got 1 pick. I already put him on the queue, and then I put autopilot on.
All right.
So we are good.
Let's
see this.
Pull this up. Okay, so I'm gonna look at the first one, and then go to the second picture. Can you guys? I can't see what you can't see.
Yeah, we can't see anything.
I cannot. All right, what do you guys see right now? Oh, you can't see. Yeah. It doesn't let me zoom in.
Oh, good.
Hold on. It says open in browser.
Yeah, that'll probably be
there. We go. Okay. Let me get the other one then. Also. Give me a couple seconds here, guys. I'm Tech Wizard, just in case you guys didn't know. All right. So, you guys can see what I'm seeing, right?
I still see Discord.
We're still on Discord, yeah.
Okay. Let me change screens.
Yeah, you might have to add that window. But
So Ray was saying that it is a 10-man PPR league. So
not bad.
All right, here we go. We're all fits here, boys.
Nice.
No technical difficulties over here. All right, so we got a sets offender. Jesus Christ.
We're gonna start off strong, huh?
Wait, is this really on Sleeper? Does it say that?
I want to go check now.
Can someone pull up through?
I think it's like a personal thing. Can't he change the name?
There's no
Can
way.
you change the name on that, Ray? What did you do?
No, he says no. Nick.
That's insane.
Rave, that was a Zach in him, wasn't it? That wasn't Rave, that was Zach.
That was Zach for sure.
Okay. All right. So we got Deshaun Watson. That is his quarterback. Then moving on to his running backs, we got Gibbs and Kenneth Walker. Wide receivers, he got Stephon Diggs. That was probably his first overall pick. And then Garrett Wilson. Then tight end, Dalton Schultz for his slots. Two slots. He has Drake London and D-Hop. And then kicker, Elliott, and he had Rave. Was this biasy right here or what? Oh boy. All right. And then for his bench, he has Geno Smith, Khalil Herbert, Rashad White. I really like that. AJ will like that, and Chris Olave on his bench. Okay, AJ, you go first. What are your ratings for this?
Well, I also love Rashad White. Talked very highly of him. Honestly, I love your bench. I think your bench is amazing. As far as your starters, I felt like you could have done better, especially in a 10-man league. I see you have Deshaun Watson as your quarterback. Cool. You probably went 2 running backs or 2 wide receivers, then 2 running backs. No. If I had to guess, you went wide receiver, Stephon Diggs, Jahmyr Gibbs, 2nd pick, Garrett Wilson, 3rd pick, and then either Kenneth Walker or Deshaun Watson, so on and so forth. I felt like you could have done a little bit better than Kenneth Walker as your running back too. I feel like he's a great flex just because of the uncertainty of him and his injury and how he's going to be sharing the ball. Garrett Wilson is fine. I still think it's a risk getting him, but it could be a reliable source. I just feel like your starters could have had a little more push to them. But I love your bench. Your bench is amazing.
Very good bench. What do you give him overall?
I can't rate him too high here. This is just my honest opinion. I'll probably have to go B or B minus here.
Okay. Real quick, we got a message. Kyrie says, Rito, what's up with you? I sent you a trade. You didn't get back to me. That's not cool, bro. Dude, I don't look at my messages on Sleeper. You're going to have to DM me on Discord or something. All right, man? I do not pay attention to Sleeper. Only when I'm picking up on Tuesdays, waiver wire, and then right before games. That's the only time I look at fantasy. I'm a do it all at once kind of guy. Ray says respectful and valid opinion. Vincent, you want to go next as far as rating this team?
Yeah, because Rave doesn't care about mine, so I'll be in the middle here. Let's see. Deshaun Watson, I don't like Deshaun Watson. I feel like you should start Geno over him, in my opinion, especially since they're going against Cincinnati. But that's just my opinion. I think Geno has a better matchup playing against the Rams. So I would switch that. So I don't know what round you got Deshaun Watson in, but I feel like you went quarterback almost close back-to-back. If not, there was one pick in between Deshaun Watson and Geno. But Jahmyr Gibbs, I like Jahmyr Gibbs. Kenneth Walker, I still like him. It just depends on what round you got him. If you got him in the 4th round, I think you should have got him in the 5th round. If you got him in the 5th round, it's pretty good. But I like your wide receivers there. Garrett Wilson, I think he has a lot of upside, especially with Aaron Rodgers throwing to him. So that's some high-quality wide receivers there. But once we get to your receivers that are in your flex, I really, really think you should put Olave there. I really do. Dalton Schultz, he's a decent tight end. I have him in one of my leagues. I think it's pretty good. But I'm going to have to say for your starters at least, I think it's a B to a B plus. And then I think I'm going to go B with your starters. But your bench with all the running backs and the high quality of pass catches you have at those running back positions, I think it moves you to a B plus in my opinion. I like it.
Okay. All right. For me, I'm going to have to give it right in the middle of B. Don't love the quarterback. I think there's a lot of other people you could have gone there that I would have been better with. Running backs, wide receivers, I think it's about average. Everything else, I think, is about average. I love your bench. It's great in my opinion. I think you have a lot of guys that if you get injuries to your starters, you are fine. You're able to slot those guys in, and you're able to still win games. I'm going to give it a solid B.
Yeah,
All
we
right,
love
should
these
you?
type of questions, man. I just want to throw this out there real quick. I know I, for one, I'm very impressed with some of our subscribers. I mean, they do a lot of drafts. Like they're in a lot of fantasy football leagues, or they're doing a lot of mock drafts. Even mock drafts, they're sending me pictures of, hey, what would you rate my team? How do you feel about this? What do you think I should work on? And I get it all the time. You can ask my fiance, and I love it. I love going through y'all's teams. I love, putting in my 2 cents just because you guys are asking. So appreciate all this. Thank you.
All right, now we're gonna do something fun here. We're gonna react live to Kyrie's trade to me. All right, you guys
Oh
ready?
goodness, let's do
Oh
it.
no.
Here we go. He's trying to get Jamar Chase still. He wants Jamar Chase and Trevor Lawrence from me, and I'm going to get Justin Herbert, Garrett Wilson, and Javonte Williams.
I'll tell you what, this is
Okay,
not Kyrie's worst trade.
it's not his
Yeah, it's
worst.
not
He
his
was
worst.
trying to do worse to me earlier. Yes.
I think you're making somewhat of a lateral move with Trevor Lawrence and Justin Herbert, so that cancels each
Yep.
other out. So you're basically making a
Yeah.
trade with Garrett Wilson and Javonte Williams, with Jamar Chase, the second overall pick, which should be the second overall pick in the draft. And I just think that Garrett Wilson, he knows it if he's put him on the trade block that there's some uncertainty there. There's
Yeah.
uncertainty to a brand new team, brand new head coach, brand new system, there's uncertainty, and we don't know what's going to happen. Second year, might see a sophomore year slump. Same thing with Williams. Huge uncertainty there. There's people not willing to start him week 1, even though he said he's ready to go because he might be on a snap count. How long is that going to be? Is he going to be back? How he was supposed to come back. And we don't know. I just feel like he's getting rid of his second thoughts. He's getting rid of his second thoughts for a for sure. Like, okay, I'm going to feel safe with this guy.
All right. I can't remember which actual league this one's in. I'm seeing too many. Okay, there's the DMs. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this live decline. If you want Jamar Chase for me, buddy, you gotta give me more. All right, he's the second overall pick. That is worth more than what you just gave me. And there's a trade out there, but you're not gonna like it. All right, I'm keeping him for right now.
So
Yeah, I like the way Kyrie trades, though. I do. He's trying to get better without having to send out any of his starters if he can.
Yeah.
So it's a smart way to do it, but we've also been through the ringer before where we've seen bad trades happen. So we know what's not worth it.
I told that to Kyrie too. I was like, hey, man, honestly, super respectable that you're doing this, trying to make your team better. I do the same thing too. So continue doing it. But a little disappointed you're trying it on me. We've
Yeah.
been doing this for a little while now. And Kyrie doesn't like when I say that it's a lateral move between Justin Herbert and Trevor Lawrence. He says, stop saying that, AJ. Justin Herbert will be an MVP candidate. T-Law would never. I think T-Law would be an MVP candidate. I think Brock Purdy is going to be an MVP candidate. I think the top 7 quarterbacks going to fantasy football could be an MVP candidate. I do. I like Justin Herbert. I like how he's going to be consistent. But same thing with Trevor Lawrence. He's going to be consistent too. And I'm going to see very similar results. And from the past, we don't see the Chargers staying healthy, right? And now that Trevor Lawrence has, hey, what? Another weapon, an elite weapon who's out there who's ready to kill. Trevor Lawrence just looks a lot more prettier now. You might want to draft him. But I'm not saying that Justin Herbert's going to be bad. I just think they're in very similar situations, and they could both, produce very similar numbers. Maybe Herbert produces more, but that's not going to be a big difference.
All right. Did we read this comment yet from Rave? This is his only second year playing fantasy football, so he's doing better than last year. I cannot tell that this is only your second year.
You're drafting kind of like close to us already, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's pretty darn good, and that kind of explains like how you feel like picking players going to be against your team because, hey, we all fall victim to that when we first start fantasy football. It's totally natural, but hey, man, for your second year, really darn good, darn good.
Curry says, "I don't have no second thoughts. I just want my guy."
if you just wanted your guy, then how come you didn't take Joe Burrow away from me for what I wanted?
Ooh.
Ooh.
You gotta play even, bro. You gotta
Ooh.
play even.
Rafe is asking, is Seahawks defense a good stream for this week? Now that I think about it, the Tennessee D counteracts having Olave. So he's in a little tricky spot here. So do you guys think the Seahawks defense is a good stream for this week?
I know my answer, but I'm pretty sure he wants to hear it from the Seahawks fan himself.
I'll tell you what. If Cup does not play like he's not expected to, I think our defense has a really, really good shot at really getting some pressure on Matthew Stafford because they become a one-dimensional team. They have Cam Akers. That's the only other star on that team besides maybe if you want to give Tyler Higbee some benefit there. But the Rams don't have much after Cup is gone. So I think our defense is going to swallow the heck out of them. No puns intended there, no weird jokes or anything, but I think our defense is going to smother them. It's going to be hard with all the guys that we have coming back, all the young talent that we have that has been developing over this past year. I think we're taking the next step, and I think we have the possibility of being a top 12 defense this year.
All right. AJ, do you agree or disagree?
Definitely. No, this is another factor whenever you play fantasy football, and maybe you haven't got into this yet, but staying on top of injuries is huge, not just for who you're going to play, but also your matchups, right? So when you look at defenses, I stream defenses, you know this. Sometimes these guys do, depending whether Vince Reed really not, because he usually gets the best defense in the league. And Vince, sometimes he does, depending on the week, right? So if Cooper Kupp is not going to be playing, what's stopping the Seattle Seahawks from absolutely just shutting them down? Matthew Stafford, we saw him play without Cooper Kupp last year. It was kind of like he didn't know who to throw to. He forgot who was on his team. We just heard him last week saying that he doesn't even know the names of the players that are on his team. So I wouldn't blame you if you got the Seattle Seahawks to stream against the LA Rams. I wouldn't blame you. I think it'll be a good move.
All right. Kyrie says Justin Herbert is throwing for 5,000 yards and 45 touchdowns. It's not close, I swear. Clip that right now. That is the wildest thing I've ever heard. He's about to have one of the greatest quarterback seasons of all time, apparently. I don't believe it.
Close to Peyton Manning right there, bro.
Kyrie, do me a favor. Put on your Joe Mixon shirt and go walk outside, please. Do us all a favor.
Woolen is locking up Cup if he's half injured like he is, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Curry says there's a reason why everybody would rather have him. Who's everybody?
I don't know if you saw, right?
No.
I don't know if you saw this past draft I did, and I wanted Justin Herbert. He got off the board, but I wasn't sweating it because immediately after Justin Herbert, their ADPs are crazy close to each other. You had Trevor Lawrence. I'm cool with Trevor Lawrence. I felt like I made the same move. I'm comfortable with Trevor Lawrence being my starting quarterback for the whole season. Would I have wanted Justin Herbert? Probably, but we won't know until the season starts. I feel like I have the same opportunity with both guys. And right now, that's all we can say is what type of opportunity do they have?
Yep, both of them have three good options to throw to. I think the only thing is that Justin Herbert has the ability to throw to Eckler, and I don't think that T-Law has that opportunity to have someone like Eckler on his team. So I think that's the only thing I give the benefit of doubt for Justin Herbert, but I mean, T-Law has some of the quicker wide receivers and shifty wide receivers, so he's going to have people being open the entire game.
Yeah, for sure. But since we still got time, I was going to do another draft. Did y'all want to join me in on that?
I'm cool with it.
You're a little muted there, but I just see it.
If it's a $5 one, I'll join.
It is a $5 draft. Yes, sir.
All right.
Is it Battle Royale?
It is a Battle Royale draft. I put that on the screen. You guys know me. I love Battle Royale just because and I'm like unstoppable. Yeah, week 1 battle royale. I feel like this is something I'm gonna be doing weekly. They just added the primetime palooza there. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I usually tend to do that as well throughout the season. It's Thursday night football against Sunday night football, so you can only draft the players from those games. And I'm just curious to see, like, no one's drafting Travis Kelce now, so how low are tight ends going? So let me know when you guys are ready so we could join this.
I'm ready when you are.
Vince?
I am ready. I'm ready to push
Okay.
enter.
3, 2, and a 1.
Bam, bam,
Boom.
bam.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in as well.
Are we reading the same thing?
I'm
I
looking.
don't think I am with y'all.
No, I don't see you guys.
Yeah, mine is waiting on 4 people.
Mine's waiting
I
on
might
4
be-
people too.
I
I
joined.
think I'm
You're in AJ's then. I'm not.
most likely.
I'm
yeah.
in one right now.
Oh, it's starting for you?
Ooh,
Oh, dang.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah. Rave says,
so
Kyrie, that's facts, but they're so close to each other that it doesn't matter that much on who you get in fantasy terms. Yeah, that's exactly what we're saying, Rave. Great point. You know, great point.
We got 2 more people to go.
So obviously for week 1, who do you want to get, right? Because they show you who they go up against. Justin Jefferson, you want to get him, right? But now that he's going up against Tampa Bay, he's even a better option for you to get him first overall. And hopefully I get the first overall pick because I feel like there's a lot of benefits there. We're waiting on one more person now. So Reed, if I'm not mistaken, are you currently in one right now? Like you're drafting?
I'm in one right now.
Oh wow.
Cool. He's in it. What
Yep,
pick did you get?
I got 4th overall, so I'm probably gonna end up with either Christian McCaffrey or Eckler.
Not bad.
See, I already forgot the rules to this. What do we have to have?
We have to have 1 QB, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and a tight end, I believe.
And 1 flex.
Oh, and 1 flex.
There's 6 people you're drafting basically.
So QB, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back, 1 flex.
Oh, 1 running back.
Oh my God, I got the 6th pick. I'm low-key happy about this.
Ooh, I got the 3rd.
I think I'm
not
take
mad at mine either.
So I'm gonna highlight these first 3 guys. I doubt they're gonna fall to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think these top 5 guys are gonna go first. I'm not gonna pick a quarterback as my first pick. I think I want to go. I mean, you got Nick Chubb and Bijan here. Nick Chubb against Cincinnati, who's known to have a weak defense, and then also Bijan Robinson against Carolina, who actually has a pretty decent defense. So I'm very curious to see how this pans out. Oh, Derrick Henry's on there too, but not a lot of star wide receivers. When you look at the wide receivers, you got the top 3 guys, right? But then you're dropping down dramatically. You got Calvin Ridley, Devontae Adams, Jalen Waddle, Keenan Allen. So I might have to go a powerhouse running back. So, Tyreek Hill gets taken first.
Yep.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Oh my geez.
Awesome.
I just got Justin Jefferson.
Don't do it. Let it fall to me, Vince, please.
I have
to.
I have to.
Please, son.
There's no way.
Chris Olave just went in the 2nd round for me.
Jamar Chase is off the board. Christian McCaffrey has to go here.
Yeah, I think you got the best area to get.
Oh my gosh. Lamar Jackson goes before Christian McCaffrey. I have to go Christian McCaffrey, right?
I think you do. And then I still think you have a good option in AJ Brown if you want to go wide receiver.
I think I kind of have to. Yeah, I kind of have to go AJ Brown here.
I think that's your best bet.
I got Christian McCaffrey and AJ Brown. I'm pretty happy about that. I low-key wanted to go Nick Chubb over McCaffrey. But McCaffrey has so much upside. It's insane.
Yeah.
I think I still have a lot of good running backs left, so I'm gonna go with Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams. Wow. Good for you. Yeah, there is a lot of good running backs left. We still got Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry on the board. Jalen Waddle's still out there. He's an option for everyone out. QBs. We still got Jalen Hurts and Justin Herbert, who we just talked about. Tight ends. No one's even touching tight ends. That's going to be the last pick. Oh, you might get the run up here, huh?
Yeah, I think I might go with a little bit of Mark Andrews going against that Houston defense. I don't like the linebackers too much for the Houston defense right now. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. He's off. So I'll wait now.
Ray says, Kyrie, that's facts, but they were so close to each other. It doesn't matter that much on who you get in fantasy terms, talking about T. Law and Justin Herbert. I agree.
We see a lot of players out already. We still got some. Oh, Jalen Hurts just get taken off the board. Yep. Oh, this is tough. We got Chris Olave still available. DK Metcalf. Do I want to
feel like there's a lot of good quarterbacks, so I feel like I'm gonna wait for a quarterback. I'm not too sure about you.
There is a lot of good quarterbacks. I want to see who's out here.
The worst quarterback that we would get.
Someone just took Jahan Dotson in the 4th round for me.
Because 3 people already have a quarterback. So the worst quarterback that you would get was either Trevor Lawrence or Joe Burrow, since there's 6 of us.
I'm going to grab myself Joe Mixon.
There you go.
I like it. You know, some people might say that's a reach, but I'm pretty happy. Oh, I'm back on the clock. I forgot about that. We got DK Metcalf I kind of like there. Deebo Samuel, Mike Evans. I think I want to go with DK here. Yeah, going DK. And then next I'll go with my quarterback and tight end. TJ Hawkinson gets taken off the board here. So yeah, Justin Herbert and T-Law. Oh, look. See, very close to one another.
We also see he just took the guy I wanted to get.
Dallas Goedert. Yeah, that's a good one. Still got George Kittle available, but I don't want to double dip. Got Kyle Pitts, Evan Ingram. How do I feel about Evan Ingram?
Let's see.
Pat Freeman. Oh, against the Niners defense? I don't like that. Let's see. Well, you went with Chris Olave. I think that's a great pick for you, Vince.
I have 3 good receivers, so that's going to be one of those guys. Going to be my flex from Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams, and Chris Olave. And I got Josh Jacobs at running back, so I feel pretty good at my team right now.
We only have 2 more picks left. Is that correct?
Yeah, so you got to fill out the. Yeah. I don't know what you got. Let me see.
I got 2 more picks left.
Yeah, so we got to go QB and tight end right now, just so we can fill that out. Because if not, it'll auto-fill it out for us if we don't pick one.
And there's plenty of good options. I mean, you still got Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, and Joe Burrow, whose ADP is a lot lower than Trevor Lawrence and Justin Herbert.
A lot.
I don't know. Maybe Joe Burrow doesn't have a chance of making it into an MVP year.
This is pretty wild, yeah. I think I'm going to take the risky for the biscuit, and I'm going to go with Joe Burrow.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good pick right there.
I don't know why his ADP is so low.
Maybe because he's questionable?
I guess so.
How do you feel about yours, Reed?
I like it. I don't know. So I got projected to finish basically 5th, but yeah.
You know what? I'm going to double dip here. I'm going to go with Evan Ingram because I got Trevor Lawrence, and then I'm going to double up with Evan Ingram. They're going against Indianapolis, so I'm happy going up against that defense.
I've never picked Kyle Pitts before because I never believed him, but I like my team right now, and I think that he'll get enough.
Kyrie says, stop it. Joe winning MVP guaranteed. Write it down. That's tough. I mean, like you said before, Justin Herbert, I think he has a great chance and beating out Joe Burrow. I mean, his ADP was a lot higher than Joe Burrow.
You know what? I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. I'm going
Gerald
Everett.
Everett. Ooh, okay.
I like the way he plays there with the Chargers.
I still can't believe that Christian McCaffrey fell to me.
This was a weird start to the draft, honestly. I don't know how I got Justin Jefferson at 3.
But pretty cool. I'm excited to kick off this underdog fantasy season week to week with this team. Super excited. I feel like, Vince, you and I have a good chance to at least win our money back.
I believe so. I mean, I think your projection's a little bit higher than mine due to the tight end position. But I think you're sitting at 81, right?
I don't know. Where do I see that?
Right there at the top of your
Oh yeah,
roster.
I'm at 81.10.
Yeah, mine's at 78.8, but I think Gerald Everett is like projected to get like 6 points. So
I wish you could see
we'll
the rest. I thought you could.
It showed mine at the end.
Let's
Should
see if I
stay
can
in
go
it?
back to live best ball pick 'em. Oh, maybe I don't even have it on.
Yeah, I think that we're waiting on that last guy. Oh, well, he's already at
Yeah.
quadruple zeros, so I'm not too sure.
I don't think you were supposed to leave it, AJ.
Oh no, I know there's a way to look at it again. I want to see. It won't be in results, would it? No, results would be.
No. I think you go to drafts and then you go to completed.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. NFL 2023 season, NFL 23 season weekly winners, and I got so many things going on. I'm happy that we are so involved now. Swap rankings. How do I swap? What does that mean if I swap rankings? Teams drafted. Oh, you could have. Oh no. Okay, so I'm projected to get 81.10. What are you projected to get, Vincent?
Mine was 78.8, but I can't even find it either. I'm in the same boat as you right now. Let's see.
Yeah, that is crazy.
NFL.
I guess we can't see each other because it's supposed to be like.
I can see everybody.
How'd you get there?
Oh, I just never left the draft.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's because ours kind of like froze after the first guy didn't pick his last pick.
Can you click on projected there, AJ? Can you click on swap rankings?
Swap rankings, but it gives me this.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure here.
Yeah, kind of weird, but no biggie. I like my team. I'm very excited about this.
Yeah, I'm gonna refresh maybe.
You guys want to know what my team is?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us.
So I got Justin Fields as my quarterback. I got Christian McCaffrey for my running back.
Nice.
I got Jalen Waddle,
Christian
Watson, and then Keenan Allen. Okay. And then for my tight end, I got Mark Andrews.
Oh, nice. What's your projected score?
My projected score is 80.4. But some dude is projected 87 points.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, wow.
He has Trevor Lawrence, Derrick Henry, Travis Etienne, Justin Jefferson, A.J. Brown, and Kyle Pitts.
Oh, how did he get Justin Jefferson and A.J. Brown?
That's insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, but good luck to all three of us. I'm super excited. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to throw in the pit on Sunday because it's crazy to think that this is the first NFL Sunday. Like, I'm pumped. I'm super excited.
Okay, guys, we got something to look at, apparently.
Yeah,
Kyrie saying I just threw the house at you for Chase. Wow. What is the house to Kyrie?
Oh, he threw the house.
He did?
He threw a house. I don't know if it's the house I wanted.
Well, share. I want to see.
Hold up. Okay, there it is. Sharing. Can you see?
Not yet.
All right, add to stream.
Oh, I don't know.
It's a 4-for-1.
That's a four-person house.
Oh, which means I have to drop 3 players in order to take on the other 3 players. Which
buddy.
Kyrie,
mean,
is
it's
that like a homeless
basically-
person's house, or is that a cardboard
Yeah.
box on the side of the road?
That's a squatter house right there, bro. There's 4 people living in it.
There's a player on your team, Kyrie, that you need to put in there in order for me to even think about giving you Jamar Chase, and that's Tyreek Hill. Until Tyreek Hill is part of the trade, this trade is not happening, all right, buddy? It's
First
getting
rounder for
declined.
first rounder. If you want your guy, you gotta send the other guy you got in the first round.
Why can't I see it?
See what?
I can't see this actual trade in Sleeper.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe he took it out already. Maybe he got embarrassed.
Oh,
He's like, no, don't show it.
I don't know. But yeah, you got to give me Tyreek Hill in order for this trade to go through.
Well, that was a lot of fun, you guys. Starting next week, we're going to have fantasy football advice. So if you guys are ready for fantasy football, I know we are. I'm super excited. Hopefully, if you guys made some bets, if you guys are old enough to make bets, and you did, then good luck on those. We will be advertising that as well. Maybe we'll see you on Thursday. But until next time, you guys, keep on grinding.